Hi everyone, good morning. Fox 19 now. First Alert Meteorologist Anna DuVall. Here's your forecast update. I'm back on mornings for this weekend. Super excited to be here with you guys. You can take a look outside behind me. Looks pretty dreary, pretty gloomy for this Saturday. You know, it looks like one of those days you want to stay inside. That's all I have to say. We still got snow on the ground as we look around town here. It's really not going to be melting anytime soon here until we get to like the middle portion of the week is when we'll see temperatures cold enough to melt all the snow. We're going to have cloudy skies throughout the day. 30 degrees is their temperatures right now. Feeling more like 22 because it is pretty breezy out there. That'll continue to be the case here as we move into the next couple of hours. We're only going to get up about 7 more degrees. So we're really not going to warm up all that much. Here's what it's looking like out there on clouds and radar. Again, really just a cloudy day, a lower cloud base today, making it look a little bit like it's foggy, a little ominous out there. But overall, it's just some clouds in the lower levels, making it look a little foggy out there this morning. Here's what it's looking like in our current conditions. Again, 32 Cincinnati, 30 in Batesville, 31 in Flemingsburg, 30 in Covington. So lots of clouds throughout our entire area. As we move into tonight, temperatures are going to drop 10 degrees. Our high today is 37, low tonight is 27. Layers are definitely needed. Mostly cloudy skies will continue throughout the night. As we move into tomorrow, we do have a wintry mix on deck for us. Some rain, some snowflakes are possible. It's going to be chilly and kind of gross out there going into tomorrow. We talked about the winds. The winds right now are sustained 12 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, 5 in some places, but again, making it feel a lot colder outside than it actually is. We're not really seeing too strong of wind gusts, but some places seeing almost 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there as we move throughout our day. They should start to taper off as we move into the evening hours. Here's that wind forecast for you throughout the rest of the day. Looking pretty calm once we get into the middle portion of the day into the evening hours. We're going to talk about temperatures and then we're going to talk about the snow now that we've gone through the beginning nitty-gritty stuff here. Again, temperatures across the area, low 30s. We're only going to get about 5 to 7 degrees warmer than this right here. So not really a very warm day, but it is warmer right now than we were this time yesterday, which I guess is a small silver lining in all of this. 8 degrees warmer there in Cincinnati, 7 in Middletown, 9 in Connorsville. So that is a small silver lining, but it is still pretty cold out there. Again, I told you guys about that low cloud base we were seeing, making it seem like we have some fog out there, but it's just really low clouds hanging around us right now. And that's kind of going to be the case throughout the day, just because we are going to have those clouds stick around. Tonight's low temperatures, you can see that here. 27 Cincinnati, low 30s for the rest of the area. As we move into the next several days, look at this. 27 tonight, 20 for your Monday night. Then as we go into Monday into Tuesday, 17 degrees. I'm sure that'll feel a whole lot colder. And then as we move into the next week, we start to warm up in that middle portion of the week before we see another steep decline. And I'll show you guys that warm up here. This is what it's looking like. Wednesday, gonna be our warmest day of the week. Look at that, back in the 40s there, back to a more average temperature for this time of year. This is moving through pretty quickly. I didn't put any pause points on that. Sorry guys, we'll go back. So if we move through here, we'll show you those high temperatures for the daytime hours. Again, low 30s across the area. You can see those purples going into Monday. And then as we move into Tuesday, you can see temperatures in the low 20s, 40s by the afternoon hours. That's good news for us. You can see that throughout your Wednesday. That's going to be our warmest day before, cold air starts sneaking back in. And then we have temperatures that will really drop off going into next week. We're almost to those shower chances out there. Let me show you guys this. Again, Sunday, about a 60% chance of seeing some wintry mix, some rain going into tomorrow. Then as we move into Wednesday, those chances of seeing some rain kick up. Thursday, Friday, Saturday is going to be more of a snowy pattern moving into the forecast. We're going to track it out for you here. This is what it's looking like. Clouds build in throughout your entire day. You can see that here. You can see that if you go look outside. We're going to be gray and gross all day today. But then as we move into early morning on Sunday, you can see some rain starting to move into the area. Up to the north is that wintry mix, that snow. Then if we push forward, you see how quickly any of those snow chances move out of the area. Most of those are going to be up to the north. You can see snow chances, but really it's that wintry mix. It's really going to be snow that falls but melts when it hits your windshield. Nothing is really going to be accumulating throughout this entire event. By the time we're in the late morning hours, it's mostly going to be some rainfall. And then we'll push forward here. Again, this is noon, completely rainy. Again, you saw those high temperatures for the day. They're above that freezing mark, so we're not expecting to see any snowfall from this in the afternoon hours. But late Sunday into early Monday, we could see some flurries start to kick back up. Again, that wintry mix in that pink color there. As we move into early morning on Monday, that's when we could see any, if at all, accumulation will be on that early Monday morning when those temperatures drop back down again. That's 3 a.m. there on Monday. Again, that's mostly down in our southern counties there in northern Kentucky. Most people staying completely dry going into early Monday. That's one model. Here's a different model I'm going to show you guys. And again, this is speeding along here. This is early Sunday morning, 7 a.m. This is when we start to see some of that snowfall, wintry mix. Again, most people staying completely dry, especially on this model here. Throughout your entire Sunday, you can see not really a lot popping up there. So we definitely have a difference in models happening, which means we have a difference in accumulation based on our models. So here's what it looks like. This is model 1 showing little to no accumulation there, and then model 2 showing maybe a little bit more up to the north. So we can show you guys that on our snowfall totals here. Here's that one model, and again, you can kind of see that building in up to the north where that heavier snowfall would be. Little to no accumulation. Again, that's what this model is showing. If we move out a little bit here, this is showing Monday evening. You could see a little bit more snowfall down to the south. Not so much an accumulation up to the north. That's going to stay well up to the north of us. But this model actually goes out a little bit further. We do have more snow on the way here that could build in as we move into Friday, Saturday of next week. So this is what we could be expecting. Some places seeing closer to an inch, some people seeing about 1/10 of an inch. So this is kind of far away. This is kind of far away for us, but I'm going to show you guys what exactly this is going to look like on the models, because again, this is far away. I'm just showing you guys this because we're not really going to see anything accumulate tomorrow. Mostly it's going to be some rain, maybe a wintry mix out there. But moving into the end of next week, we could see some real potential of some more snow moving in. So this is midnight Wednesday, and again, rain is mostly taking over the tri-state there on Wednesday. There is a possibility that we could be cold enough to see a wintry mix on Wednesday. And again, you can see that kind of clipping us there by Wednesday at 6 p.m. Wintry mix. You can see some snow moving in. If we move on to Thursday, this is what we really want to focus on. Thursday, snow takes over the tri-state, and you can see that wintry mix right on the horizon there. That'll move on in, and you can see that kind of shift off. And then Friday, having another batch. Friday evening, going into early Saturday morning. Again, more snow on the way for us. So that's what it's looking like for our week ahead. It's not really showing all that much accumulation, but we are still pretty far from it, so you'll have to check back in for updates. As for tomorrow goes, mostly going to be rain, little to no accumulation. It's kind of just going to be gray and cloudy, and if you're seeing any of that wintry mix, it's just going to be gross outside. So that's really what we're talking about here today. It's going to be cloudy, 37 degrees. We have that wintry mix for our Sunday. Any accumulation will be far up to the north or far down to the south. So really here in the tri-state, we're not really expecting any of that accumulation, mainly just some rainfall. Then that'll linger on into Monday early morning, and again, that's when those chance of very early snowflakes happen, when the temperatures drop off. But then our next chance of seeing any kind of precipitation will be Wednesday, scattered rain throughout the day that kind of mixes into a few snowflakes early on Thursday. Then we'll have late snowflakes on Thursday as well. Snow showers expected for our Friday, 32 degrees, going to be cold for that Bengals game as well. We'll be sticking around with the 30s. Wednesday would be the pick-me day, but it's going to be raining. So 42 will be the highest temperature of the week, but it's just going to be raining. So it's not going to be a great day out there. Probably the best day, honestly, is going to be Monday. A little bit of sunshine to melt some of that snow. It will be cold. You might see some snowflakes in the morning, but you can get out there and enjoy it. Tuesday is going to be a little bit warmer, mostly cloudy skies. So, hey, those 2 days are probably the best days of the week there. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope everyone has a great rest of your Saturday and Sunday and a great work week ahead. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.